Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have, once again, Pokemon Kaizo Hardcore Challenge. Hardcore Kaizo Challenge. It gets to be a mouthful at this point when you start adding so many stipulations. But I have made sure that the death count is correct. The real time is correct. And we are going to be getting started momentarily. As you guys may know from the thumbnail, our first Pokemon is going to be Hypno. It was the middle Pokemon. I always check the middle ball to be consistent and fair. Regardless, since this is the second video, we don't really have to go over the rules once again. Just know that we are basically continuing the same rules of the previous challenges. The only stipulation that is different is that we have a level cap. We can only do so much training for every gym, and since the Pokemon is going to be medium slow by default, then there really isn't much training. So it's a relatively quick challenge from, I want to say, beginning to end. Really, the hard part is actually the decision making. It's not something I generally have had to challenge in past challenges, is having to decide what move to use for what situation, because normally the challenge is kind of fast. I just picked what I believe to be the best move, but thanks to the overlay, I can actually see the damage ranges. And since I am gonna be essentially either under leveled or the same level for, well, no, I'll be over leveled for a lot of it, but I will never be over leveled for the gym leaders. So I got to be a lot more cautious, think things through. Last run, we had a really solid run there with Ghastly followed by Hunter, and we made it all the way to Lieutenant Surge, who then promptly threw out a Dugtrio, hit us with Dig, and you know what? We put our best shot out there. We were not going to be able to knock out Dugtrio in one hit with any of our moves, so we went with the Hypnosis, we missed the Hypnosis, and we lost. And that's pretty much a recap of the last stream. Last stream, we pretty much only made it past Brock, I think, the one time, so not really a lot to go over. Anyways, let me go ahead and start the vertical stream real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, looks like we are live on both horizontal and vertical. Welcome, everybody. We are going to be continuing our hardcore Nuzlocke of the Kaizo challenge, with the only change in the actual Kaizo to be actual Pokemon and not random moves, random stats and all of that. We are playing actual Pokemon with actual movesets that actually get learned. And if you're wondering, well, what about the TM that you get from the gym leader? Yes, we will be able to use that TM if we can learn that TM. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Since I die so many times, I stopped renaming myself. And for people who have been around for a long time, why don't I just put my name as one of the starting options? So many things get changed in this ROM. If you even change one thing in the whole entire thing and you make your own name on the starting screen, it screws up everything. Just screws up everything. All right, so our first Pokemon here is a creeper, but not the Minecraft creeper, the guy who sits outside and watches little children creeper. Okay, so far so good. Okay, it woke up immediately. Well, not immediately. I think I got 2 turns out of it. Lapras is a very solid Pokemon to start out against. We went all the way from level 5 to level 9, which is ironically a higher level than Lapras actually is. Did I check the PC at the beginning? Yeah, I had an Ice Heal. Okay. Well, I don't think we're in danger of getting frozen. So really our only item currently is a potion, just in case we come into a difficult early battle. All right, we're about to get to the make or break point of the run. The very first trainer. The very first trainer has got multiple Pokemon that are both a higher level than mine. So it really is the make or break point of the run. Although, because the rival had a Lapras, we may actually be the same level as these Pokemon. Okay, we got a free Pokeball. Okay, we got a super potion. That could come in handy. All right, let's see what we got. Chansey. Okay, well, it says Chansey can do 3 to 4 damage with pound, 0 to 2 with double slap. So, and we do 11 to 14 with pound. That is actually a lot lower than I originally expected. Maybe we do go with hypnosis because this looks like it's going to be a 6-shot. All right, and the second Pokemon appears to be a Charmeleon. Okay. On the bright side, Chansey leveled us all the way up to 12. We have faced 2 of some of the most high XP yield Pokemon in the entire game. Lapras is way up there, and Chansey is literally the tippy top of XP. So far, so good. As far as damage, it looks like it's a 2-shot with confusion, so there's no point in putting Charmeleon to sleep. Very, very solid early game here. Now's for the difficult question. Do we go for the trainer with 3 Pokemon, or do we go for the rival who has 2 higher level Pokemon than anybody in the entire forest? I think I usually tend to go for the Pokemon with 3, or the trainer with 3 Pokemon, just because they're a lower level. Okay, all of these Pokemon seem to be manageable. Looks like it's gonna be a 2-shot most likely. Unless, of course, you know, we get... Oh my. Oh my. Bone Club does 28 to 33 because we've been screeched twice now. Okay. Solid. I probably should have just used Confusion in the first place. Okay, Quick Attack does 17 to 20. Do I 2-shot this? I do not. Okay. Missed. Quick Attack. Okay. He's got to stay asleep or we're going to lose. Whew. Okay. Okay. You know, 2 early screeches. Little scary. But we managed. All right. Now he's got the trainer with 1 Pokemon. And then we'll go ahead and do the optional rival. Hey Speed, welcome to the stream. I am streaming in the chat, but I'm pretty sure you're at work, so obviously I would not expect you to be joining. 6 to 8 damage, Executor with 52 HP. Yeah, we are definitely not going to be knocking that out without putting it to sleep first. Oh boy. Look at you with your new Blastoise badge. I noticed that I had an interesting new badge in your chat recently. I don't remember which one it was, though. I recognize, though, it was quite unique compared to what I usually used to see. Oh, well, hold on. We almost forgot the optional rival. Ooh, having a long day of work, huh? Bummer. I think I may have the Sabrina badge on your stream. Yep. All right. We know the optional rival's got a Lapras, which we already know Lapras doesn't get another move until like level 30, like 1 or whatever, so we don't have to worry about Lapras. Okay, Fearow could be scary, but that's fine. You like long shifts? Said nobody ever. Does anybody hear this guy? He likes long shifts. I remember in high school, I used to work 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. 2 days a week. I hated it. I had to work that shift because that was Saturday and Sunday because I went to school Monday through Friday. Okay, I'm not entirely sure of the hardcore like Kaizo rules are, but if the trainer in the gym takes me over the level cap, that's probably legal. Not that it matters. We're like 4 levels away from going over the level cap, but you never know. 17 to 21. Oh, so it's a 3-shot on Cloyster? I don't want to get hit by Supersonic. If Supersonic didn't exist, I wouldn't have bothered with that hypnosis. Okay. All right. The big kahuna himself. Mr. Senor Brock. Father to like, not father, but like brother to like 8 children. Kind of ruin his day. All right. Guaranteed 1-shot. Oh, not guaranteed. Okay, sorry. Technically, we could get 40 damage with confusion. Okay, perfect. And almost a 2-shot. Oh, MVF, you're so right. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. Well, I do know why. I keep forgetting items. Oh my god, Bide was actually Bide this run? Interesting. I swear to god I randomized them. I mean, this is a new ROM. I just created it today, but I mean, unless my default setting didn't have the TMs changed by default, it should still be Bide. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Of course, it's going to show up on the overlay as Bide. It's not going to actually be Bide. Low kick. Okay, well, we don't learn low kick, so that's useless. All right, let's go ahead and sell. Yeah, just low kick. Everything else, in theory, could get used. We only need like one Pokemon with a 33% catch rate. I might as well just get a few balls. So from here on out, we pretty much have to do minimum battles. All right. Sorry if it looks like I'm looking around. Something is shaking. Don't know what it is. Trying to figure out. Maybe my ice maker. It feels like my desk is shaking. Maybe it's the washer in the other room? Hard to tell. The ice maker is still running technically. Takes a long time to turn off. I literally have no idea what that is. It sounds like it's come from upstairs, so. Oh, I think it's music. No, it's the dishwasher. It's definitely the dishwasher. Okay. I was like, it's not, I can't make it out. It can't be music, right? I feel like I would have made it out if it was music. Oh, look. Look at this. Look at this. This is sometimes why it's super cool to have the damage ranges on the overlay. The fact that Confusion does more damage than Pound And mind you, this is with a Screech. So technically, my Pound has been badge boosted as well. So even though Confusion is resisted, it is still the best move. Hey, Annie. Welcome to the stream. Yes, swimmer female. That's right. Wait, that guy's name was Bugcatcher. I got burned. How dare you burn me? Okay. I'm just curious. It never dawned on me. I actually don't ever need to buy Pokeballs. I can just buy this Pokemon every time. Since the HM Pokemon doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Nice Onyxes in the actual cave here. Ooh, Master Ball. Yay. Ooh, Arcanine. That's cool. Oh. Interesting. Dodrio in a cave. I actually think that's kind of funny. Flightless bird in a flightless area. Nobody see the irony? Well, it's good to know that I never ever need to buy Pokeballs ever again. Oh, I don't know why I did that, but that's fine. Just curious. Thunder? We couldn't even use it anyways. Alright, so we pretty much have to do minimum battles. So that's why I'm skipping all of these trainers, because I believe if you do minimum battles pretty much all of the way to Surge, you will just reach him without going over the level cap. But again, that's with a normal Nuzlocke without fully evolved Pokemon and all of that stuff. It might just straight up be unavoidable. But if we end up going over the level cap because of the trainers in the gym, I'm gonna let that be like a pass. There might be rules for or against it, but I'm gonna call it a pass. Oh no, not a smokescreen. 23 to 28. Okay. Oh, nice. I got a confusion. Fortunately, that wasn't relevant. Wow, that is a lot of damage to Sandshrew. I love seeing how much damage this does. Like, oh, this could be a one-shot. It could also not be. Actually, I had a pretty high probability of not being. Did you see that guy's name was Elite Four? That guy was an Elite Four member. You guys should be happy for me. I defeated an Elite Four member this early. I just picked up the TM just to look at it. We're not going to teach it. Counter. Well, I hope your Stadium 2 streams go better than mine. Been stuck at... I mean, you know what? Actually, you're part of the reason why mine haven't been going well. You're killing me. Literally and figuratively. Okay. Master Ball worth $0. Apparently this Ultra Ball is more valuable. Hey, Mariah. Welcome to the stream. At level 26. Oh, another Master Ball. Yay. All right. We finally get to see the low defense in action. And unfortunately, it means Jinx is going to survive a whole hit. That's crazy. Oh, I'm also slower than Jinx. Luckily, Jinx doesn't... Okay, I was about to say luckily Jinx doesn't do much, but putting me to sleep is definitely something. I'm going to need to remember about healing. I need to remember that healing is a thing. Do I want to set up on slow, bro? No, I don't want to set up on slow, bro. Super potion, it will be fine. Okay. Lapper should still have no moves. Oh, I was sorely mistaken. Why did I think Lapras was going to have no moves? This is... You normally get Lapras at level 15, not level 30? I'm stupid. Okay, well... Super potion it is. Wake up at some point. Well, at least the run gets to continue. Unfortunately, I lost all my super potions, and now I'm down to a soda pop and a potion. Oh, at least we're not dead. How deep are we? You know, we are past the first gym, which is definitely the hardest part of bedroll. We are creeping up on the level cap. If anybody wants to share their opinion on how the whole level cap will work if you go into a gym, I'm all ears. What do you guys think? Like, if I enter the gym, am I responsible for making sure I'm under the level cap by the time I get to the gym leader if all of the gym leader's trainers are forced to battle me? Or am I just responsible for being at the level below the level cap upon entering the gym? What do you guys think? Essentially, what I'm asking is, should I enter the gym at level 32 or should I enter the gym at level 30? Hello, Andrew. Welcome to stream. So it's smooth sailing. I don't know if it's smooth sailing. I mean, it'll be smooth sailing once we get Psychic at 37, but until then, it's still gonna be, you know, a little scary. I'm gonna assume we need to be at the level cap upon entering, or I mean, upon the battling of the gym leader. Yeah, okay. I kind of agree with Speed that I should be under the level cap upon entering the gym, which would mean that I'm going in severely under leveled right now, but we'll go if I think I'm confident enough to win, I think we'll be fine. We currently still have one soda pop, one potion, no full heals. But there are only 2 mandatory trainers in here with 3 Pokemon, so I'm not nearly as worried. Do I play Pokemon Go? I do not. I did until they got rid of all the people who had jailbroken phones. Cody, we have 0 resets so far today. Our very first Pokemon, the one on the thumbnail, is killing it. All right. Gotta love these poisons. Oh God! Look at Sabrina, Sabrina with a misty skin. Okay, headbutt, definitely the stronger move to use. Solid. All right, how many hits for... Okay, well, the TM has Sky Attack, guys. If anybody's wondering why the opponent's third move is Sky Attack, it's just a Gen 1 quirk. There's literally nothing that the game creators could do to fix that. But based on the moves that I see available from Alakazam, I think we'll win without putting it to sleep. Oh, and the Alakazam got a crit, so we're good. All right, since we don't Sky Attack, I'll go ahead and get rid of it now. See, this is why I asked that question earlier about the whole level thing. We are approximately a third of the way through Nugget Bridge, and we are only 5 levels under the cap, which means when we get to the SSN, we pretty much have to skip every single trainer in the SSN. Pretty much no optional trainers allowed. What is my favorite Pokemon? I get that question a lot. It's a really difficult question to answer because the answer kind of isn't set in stone. You know, it's like asking what's a person's favorite song. Yeah, there could be one individual answer, but the more likely answer to what is my favorite song or what is my favorite Pokemon is, it depends on the situation. Yeah, I did some on Master Ball for $0. But like, for instance, you know, I have a favorite Pokemon to play. I have a favorite Pokemon design. I have a favorite Pokemon, like just how powerful it is. Like, I got favorite Pokemon categories more than an individual favorite Pokemon. But if I had to say an individual favorite Pokemon, it would probably be Charizard. But my favorite Pokemon to play is quite a few, but Mewtwo is definitely up there. Poison Gas. Is that better than Disable? No, it's not. Is it? No. Do I have a black ball? Dark ball? This is Gen 1, Jonathan. There are no held items. I understand it looks like Gen 3. But the graphics are definitely worse. I assure you. There are no held items to have to worry about picking up or finding or any of the sort. We have what our Pokemon is capable of and what it can learn. That's about it. The Dark Pokeball from the Celebi movie? Oh! Annie, it's not the Celebi movie. You mean the first movie? The one from darn it, it's called Revenge of Mewtwo or something? Mewtwo Returns. Pokemon Mewtwo Returns. Okay. So we're level 33. We got a little bit of room to spare. Okay, well, I've never watched any of the Pokemon movies past the third one. So maybe they made it come back in a future movie, but technically it was on Mewtwo Returns first. You know, I'm surprised that in the rule set it doesn't say we can't use whatever the dig TM ends up being, because the dig TM gets handed to you like as part of the story. Wait, Chansey live? Oh my god! Chansey had a 100% chance to live that attack. It has 157 HP this early in the game. That's crazy. All right. Oh boy. Very close between Headbutt and Confusion, but I've always wanted to know which would be the best move to use, and it clearly looks like Headbutt. Glad we didn't get hit by Hypnosis, but Barrage did 2 to 3 damage, so I'm pretty sure we would have been fine. All right, we got 16 items, so I'm going to need to... Let me get rid of some things. All right, we don't need the Max Repel. Dig. Awakening would actually be very good. Nugget. Great Ball. Okay, here's the thing. I've never used an X item my entire life, except for that one stream where John convinced me to use some X specials in the Elite Four. But I've still never used one like recreationally. Plus, we were already level 100 against the Elite Four. I mean, it wasn't a stretch to think that we were gonna win regardless of the X specials. But X accuracy with hypnosis actually doesn't sound like a bad play. X attack is useless. We don't need X attack. We'll get meditate real soon. We got 1 ether. Oh, we don't need the 7 Pokeballs. Okay, that should leave us a lot of item room for the SSN. We've got all of our PP. Trying to think if there are any items. I battle 1 train. Oh no, I can pick up an item without a trainer. Okay, the rest of the items I think require trainers. There's 1 item to the right of this guy near Snorlax. I think in Gen 2 there's a bush right here. Looks like there's no bush here in Gen 1. I don't believe there in Gen 2 there's an item in a rock in that cave, but it does not appear there are any more items to be picked up. All right, we're level 35. The level cap is 36. So after we defeat the rival, we'll pretty much hit the level cap. So basically the rule of minimum battles appears to be pretty much correct. Hey, lemonade. Nice. Finally got another healing item. No item over there. Wait, is it? Okay, it's not there. There is an item to the side of one of these beds. Dang it, it must be in a different room. Yeah, you know what? For future runs, I kind of want to know where this bed is. I know there's an item in one of these beds. I swear it. I think it's in the downstairs. No, not there. Oh, right, that's where a regular item is. Is it this bed behind that guy? Is it this bed behind that guy? No, it's this one. It's 100% this one. This is the bed that you can go after battling the 2 trainers. You go to the pillow and talk to the pillow, and it's in that room. I knew it existed. I know there's no heal bed. I'm talking about there's an item bed in here. Okay, so let's see. Sand Slash. Wow, they got rid of oh right, this is Sand Slash, not Cubone. Okay, so Slash is 16 to 19. Okay, that's fine. Poliwhirl, I'm pretty sure has got, let's see, Sand Slash is level 29. So Poliwhirl probably has Hypnosis by now. Vaporeon won't have any good moves, and we already know Lapras has Sing, so we'll definitely try to out-Sing the Lapras with Hypnosis. But I think this is a relatively easy-ish rival battle. He did get the auto crit. Oh, I should have looked at the range on that. Holy crap, Headbutt does more damage than Confusion against Vaporeon. Oh, that explains it. It has 68 special. Yeah, that makes sense. I just now realized that Vaporeon had Sand Attack. I should have put it to sleep. Cannot take the risk with that Sand Attack in the future runs. All right, we hit the level cap. All right, we'll give that to Tangela. We could go on an item spree. Since you guys are like, oh, hey, you got the soda pop and the lemonade. We could in theory, you know, do some skips. We could. And you know what? I think I will for possibly getting another healing item a little early. Maybe. Okay, so there's I mean, I know where all the items are in the game, but like I'm gonna need like a refresher. Oh crap, there's a trainer over there. I can't do anything about that trainer. Besides, there's only one. Yeah, there's only one item. It's right outside a rock tunnel, so it's not like we're missing much over there. There's 2 items down here. I just realized we never got the bike thing. That's all right. All right, so there's a few items around here. So we're not allowed to go in the rocket section because there's a that's considered the story. Another dire hit. The coin case is a key item, so I don't think it's randomized, so we don't need the coin case. There's an item on the other side of this water. Actually, I think it's a TM now that I think about it. We could just see what the EV is. I don't believe the EV is holding. Well, of course, there is no holding in this game. Hey, look, we got a free Hitmonchan. Can't use it. This is a Kaizo after all. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to buy anything from the store except for repels, which is something I will do. Don't need leaf stone. I don't even remember what dire hits do. I think they like stop you from getting your accuracy lowered or something. All right, and I'll just get basically the maximum. I don't need to worry about super repels ever again. Okay, we'll never need more than 60. All right, well, that was pretty much the only item we were allowed to buy. I don't know if that's in Gen 2 or not. Whoever just mentioned something about the coin case, but you know what? It's worth a shot. I don't know if that's a Gen 2 thing or not. Let's see if it's a Gen 2 thing. I think it's a Gen 2 thing, but we'll see. Okay, well, looks like it is a Gen 1 thing, but they're not randomized. They're still coins. I was thinking, oh, if you pick up the coin case, these can all be items right here. No, what as you can see, I'm picking up coins. The in the full item randomizer, those coins can be items. Like all of them can be items. I don't think I taught cut yet, so let's go ahead and do that. It was worth a shot just to see if the if there were a bunch of free items or not. Turns out those items were not randomized. Don't need the SS ticket. Don't need the Helix fossil. That's pretty much it. We do have 2 ethers and a max ether, so we're pretty close to the end game as far as PP items are concerned. All right, let's avoid the trainers. All right. Let's give Surge a shot after I get this. All right. Will we make it past where the last stream ended? Okay, well, this guy's got a Gyarados. That's a little scary. Oh my god, this Tangle is a 3-shot. Okay. Hello, Sasha. Well, Sasha, welcome to the stream. Okay, let's see. The Gyarados is a 3-shot, which almost in theory means I could almost lose, which you're not allowed to heal outside of battle. So, you know, might as well go ahead and take my chances of putting it to sleep. I missed. Okay. Headbutt does more damage. And I got a crit. Nice. Psychic. All right, there we go. Bye-bye, disable. So we are now over the level cap So by our new rules, we're perfectly fine as long as we don't go over the level cap by the time we get into the gym. Plus, we've basically done minimum battles, so it's not like we really could have done much to stop ourselves from going over the level cap. So I'm not going to hold myself responsible for this. Okay, well, I have a tiny chance to one-shot, so I'm going to go for the... Oh, I can't even get a flinch because it's faster than me. Okay, let's go for the two-shot. All right. Interesting. Self-destruct only does 22 to 27. That is a lot lower than I expected. Well, Confusion's a three-shot, so I guess we have to go two psychics, but I'd rather save the psychics for... Okay, well, that made the decision a lot easier. All right, well, if we want to use a healing item, we have to use it on Surge himself. So fingers crossed he's got a weak Pokemon we could use to heal. Or we could just, you know, Psychic everything. You know, of all the Pokemon to hit with Psychic, that's a pretty good one. All right, looks like Doduo doesn't have a lot that it can do to us. Rapidash doesn't have Rap in this game. Rapidash, that's not high enough level for Fire Spin, so I don't think it can trap us. Assuming it's only a slightly higher level than the Doduo, it probably doesn't... It might have Stomp. Stomp could flinch us. I'd say it's probably not worth the heal. Oh, it does not have Stomp yet. Also, if anybody's wondering, why does Rapidash have Smog? Even though we're playing legitimate Pokemon here, that is because the TM that Surge gives is Smog. The TM move is always the third move, no matter what the gym leader's ace is. It's always the third move. It's just a Gen 1 design flaw. I am not randomizing the movesets in any way. I'm playing Pokemon here. Rapidash should have moves that Rapidash is supposed to learn. All right, level cap is now 38. So that means we should pretty much just continue doing minimum battles from now on, because I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to stay under the level cap for all of these gyms. So we'll do the rocket portion. We'll get Eric. Oh, actually, you know what? We could probably do Erica first instead of the rocket portion. We can enter the gym at 44, so I think we'll be fine. Okay, so what do I want to do? Got 12 items. I think I want to drop off some items first. And then, oh, right. We have to do entire things all at once. So if we start the rocket plot line, we have to complete the rocket plot line. So let's see. How many gyms or how many trainers are there? There's the one who's holding the elevator key. The two in front of Giovanni's door. Giovanni himself. That's 4 trainers. I don't believe the trainers will give 6 levels of XP. So I think we should do the rocket hideout first. Oh, right. I'm dumb. I just remembered. You have to do the game in order. It means we have to go through Rock Tunnel. We have to go do Rock Tunnel now. After Rock Tunnel, we will probably be right up against the level cap. So, yeah, after we're done with Rock Tunnel, we'll definitely go right to Erica. If we go over the level cap before Erica, you know, we're gonna blame the game for giving us high level. We're gonna blame the game for giving us high XP yield Pokemon. Yeah, it's unfortunate we can't do the game out of order. Part of the rules. Okay, Wigglytuff, that's fine. Now that I have Psychic, things have gotten way easier. I'd very much love to get a PP up if I can. I think we've established that the item over here is only in Gen 2 and not Gen 1. How dare you live, Vaporeon? How dare you? Okay, there is an item in this tree over here. Well, not the tree, but past this tree. There we go. Great ball. All right, so we are not allowed to leave the cave until we are done with the cave now, according to the Kaizo rules. So we need to really conserve our PP. All right, so this appears we should do 1 psychic, 1 confusion. That's all right. Looks like headbutt's gonna be good enough. Okay. A crit. Okay, not great for me. Luckily, they're not like a lot of trainers in here, but they're all coming up. Okay, self-destruct does 26 up to 26 damage, so we will be fine. Whoa. How? That was more than double. It was supposed to be up to 26. I mean, if you double it even to 56, that I think we might have an error right there. Oh. We need to make sure to mention this to MVF at some point. Oh, he's actually here in chat. MVF, one of the things about self-destruct is it lowers your defense stage by 1. It lowers your defense by 1 stage. So the move actually is 50% stronger than the math would like you to believe. So either you will have to either account for that in the math problem, or you just make the power of self-destruct 50% higher. I forgot about that. I mean, it also crit, which made it even worse, but yeah, the overlay does not account for the whole stat change thing. Do we have a healing item? We got a lemonade and 2 potions. Okay. Okay, that's an error. It's not Electro Web. That's Sharpen. If anybody was concerned. Currently I have the wrong mapper in. It's a custom mapper for a different ROM in the future. Don't worry about that. Trust me, Electro Web is actually Sharpen. All right, let's lemonade it up. Oh my god, the next Pokemon's a Moltres. You know what? That's not good. Oh, it's -2 defense, so it's actually double power. Gotcha. Pack 11 to 14. Do I really want to use 2 psych? Okay, let's see how many trainers we got left. I got the Exploding Hiker with 3 Pokemon. And the girl blocking the exit with 3 Pokemon. We got Psychic with 8 PP. So we got 7 Pokemon if you include Moltres with 8 PP. Okay, that's fine. 1 Psychic, 1 Confusion then. Oh, actually, nope. Oh my god. We only have potions left. There's no items in here. Hello, Sasha. Welcome to the stream. Okay. What do you... Okay. You know what? Wigglytuff. I mean, let's be honest. Last time we did a run, we threw away our potions. Like, because they were just so unusable. Since we have Hypnosis, we might as well just get them out of the way. All right. Okay, so Executor knows Stomp now. Oh my god, I got put to sleep. Okay, hold on. There's an awakening. There's an awakening. No! How? How did it know?
What? 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 Did that really just happen? I can't believe that. He immediately used hypnosis upon me using an awakening. It hit it. Oh, and the thing is, I even survived at 1 HP. Like, if I, had managed to hit my hypnosis, I could have in theory have won and then just, like YOLO'd the last trainer. No, Cody, there was no more healing. I'm out of healing items. Look. I'm completely out of healing items. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. I mean, to be fair, it's not like we made the wrong play for the electrode, because we're not allowed to swap out, so that would have been illegal. And we tried hypnosis, but it went first. So I mean, really, what can you do when electrode just gets a crit self-destruct immediately? All right. Well, we made it past rocks. We're going to delete that ROM. We'll never know what the second and third Pokemon were. All right. ROM number 2. All right. Load the mapper. Refresh the overlay. And back to the game. All right, let's see what we got for this next one. I don't know if I'm gonna make it that far for the rest of the day. That was oh my god, look how good of an item that is. We never even picked up one of those last game. All right, let's see. Arbok, okay, I feel like it's kind of a rule, anytime somebody gets an Arbok, you got to spell Arbok backward. Pinsir. If we're faster than Pinsir, we can wrap it. We can wrap it to death, but if we're slower than Pinsir, we lose. Yeah, we're slower than Pinsir. Okay, Pinsir does 11 to 13 damage, so we are guaranteed to get 2-shot here, and we are not faster than it. And we do 3 to 4 damage. It's impossible. It's completely and utterly impossible. He's got a 100% accurate move. Okay. Well, let's see what the next Pokemon will be. Oh, hold on. I need to update the overlay to 32. There we go. Apparently I clicked reset before the what do you call it? The HP actually reached 0. There was no right move, Cody. There was no right move. Hey Shadow, welcome to the stream. You just missed our far run. All right. You, sir. You are. Oh, I know exactly what your name. You. Prime. It's Prime. Okay. Okay. Clearly, Karate Chop is definitely our best option here.
We are also not faster than Arbok. Not that it matters. But it does matter for the Arbok because the Arbok can just wrap block us, which it appears to have done. Bummer. All right, and the last Pokemon for this ROM. It's so unfortunate that we're not going to be able to make it past the rival on the one ROM. We have a PP up at the very beginning. All right, well, you know, I don't know what to call you. Cody said it was pincer time, so I'm like, showtime. Hey, we got a crit. Oh my god, we got 2 crits. Oh my god. No. Oh, it was right there. One HP. Interesting, Shadow. If you are making a video on Glitchmons, we have an expert in chat. You go over to the vertical chat, you can literally ask Cody Smith any question you could ever want to know about Glitchmons. Apparently, he brought up that there's a Glitchmon in that has like 100 base stats, which is like the lowest in the game, or close to it. All right, refresh, unload mapper, load mapper, refresh, overlay. All right, we are good to go. Well, I don't know exactly who knows who in the community. Oh, I'm curious if there's any rules about the Pokédoll. Considering you're pretty much not really allowed to catch anything other than, you know, the... Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Oh boy. Alright. Alright, this isn't Spoon with an S, because Spoons with an S belongs to Alakazam. But you know, we got Spoon. He's got one single spoon. Look at his little avatar. He's got one spoon. Very creative nickname. He will evolve to have 2 spoons, but wait, is that default? All right, Charmander's on all the way to the left. I grabbed the middle Pokemon, which would be Squirtle. So no, the Charmander was actually in the Bulbasaur slot. No, I'm weaker and slower. Wait, I'm speed tied. I could still win this. Oh, I got a crit and a confusion. No, Charmander. Why have you done this to me? Why did you win the speed tie and win the confusion? Oh, darn. Well, whatever Pokemon we get next is going to absolutely die to that Kadabra. Oh, look. Shadow's doing the flip-flop from one stream to the other. Okay, well, I believe Electrode actually starts with Sonic Boom. We actually have a chance of beating the Kadabra. Yep, it does start with Sonic Boom. So we definitely have a shot of beating Kadabra here. Basically, the only way to die, I think, is a Confusion crit. Yep, it looks like the only way to die is a Confusion crit. Oh, it's still faster than me. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Okay, we still won. Whew. It had to be a Pokemon that was just as fast as Electrode, am I right? Okay, so our first time was a Pokédoll. That's not going to make very good use whatsoever. We are literally the fastest Pokemon in the game, so even if we got stuck in a wild encounter, there would be no need to ever run away. If I'm even allowed to use a Pokédoll altogether. I think the Pokédoll glitch is banned. Or at least buying the Pokédoll is banned. I'm not sure if the glitch is banned or not. Now, the problem here is if take a look at our level up move set, we don't get an electric move. So unless Brock gives us a really, really good TM, I don't think it really matters. I don't really think we really stand much of a chance of beating. We probably can beat Brock because, you know, early game Sonic Boom is pretty darn strong. But unless we get essentially Thunderbolt. Yeah, basically just Thunderbolt. Unless Brock gives us Thunderbolt, we're pretty doomed. Thunder would be acceptable, but let's be honest, if we end up getting Thunder off of Brock, we will probably just miss 3 Thunders in a row in an important battle and just lose. Or we could just lose here. Okay, well, thankfully that shockingly went in our favor. It didn't look like it was going to. Oops. That's all right. None of the wild encounters are going to be able to outspeed us and force us to accidentally take damage anyways. I guess we could use that super repel in Mount Moon. Cool. Unfortunately, didn't even get one single level up. That Rattata, not great XP. Interesting. I would say something about it, but I don't think it's that important. But the overlay said Charizard learns Fly, and we're playing red version. But it really doesn't matter. Oh no, not Supersonic. Our one weakness. Oh god, Clamp. Okay, well, Supersonic and Clamp, you know, deadly combo. I don't know how many people saw that together. All right, let's see. No, we still got one more Pokemon on this ROM. I'm actually using Retro Arch right now, and the reason why is the color scheme. Super Shucky has a jank color scheme for Pokemon Red and Blue. So I'm now using Retro Arch for Gen 1 runs. I was using Super Shucky for the longest time because Scott kind of required it because of the whole replay system, but Scott hasn't streamed with me in speed in so long that it just continuing to use Super Shucky for Scott's benefit didn't seem like a high upside. Plus, I still have Super Shucky. I'm just not currently only using Super Shucky for Gen 2. Okay, refresh. Unload mapper, reload mapper, refresh overlay. All right, we're good to go. Oh boy, look, we start with a Master Ball. We don't even have a Pokemon yet, and we're the best Pokemon catchers ever. Okay. Somebody came up with a nickname earlier for Primeape. Let's see. Strong? Okay. Strong. Oh, what's stronger than a Primeape? Yeah, Machoke. Yeah, that's oh my god, I'm still faster than Machoke. Nice. So actually I have a shot. Let's see. Karate Chop. Oh god, look at those damage ranges. That's not good. Oh my. Turns out level 8 versus level 5. Not fair. Hey, it is what it is. Alright, let's see what the Pokemon that's going to be facing Primeape is going to have. Unless it's the Psychic type, I can't imagine I'm going to be able to beat the Primeape. Okay. Well, that's going to be a quick death. Yeah, he got one shot. No, we didn't even get to use one Harden. On the bright side, that means when we get Machoke, we're going to win. That's the nice upside to having Metapod out there, is you know on the next ROM, you're going to win one. Okay, I think I got a good name. Oops. Do you even lift, bro? Do you even lift, bro? Are you kidding me? Machoke is slower than Metapod. That's sad. I guess I could have used the letter U and then put the word even in there. I think I had one more character to spare. Alright. What's this very first Pokemon in the forest gonna absolutely destroy us with? Unfortunately, we didn't get to a very high level off of that Metapod, so level 7 is, you know, it's certainly not level 9. Oh my god, it's a rare candy. And a soda pop. Alright, I need to remember the potion exists. Headbutt does 5 to 7. I do 5 to 7. Oh, sorry, I do 7 to 9. The one Leer's probably... No, Karate Chop. Oh my god, I got flinched. Okay. Potion it is. And... Oh, this is going to be a 2-shot. At least we're faster than Lickitung. Nice. I think we just defeated Ghost Rider. Not to be confused with Ghost Rider. I watched that movie literally 3 days ago. Gotta say, it was a whole heck of a lot cooler when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I'm like, oh man, cool movie. Lots of cool stuff all in it. As an adult, I'm like, this story doesn't even make sense. now use it. We're so close to a level up. You know how greedy I am with level ups. Look, it's just an itty bitty Clefairy. And then an itty bitty, you know, Abra. And just, you know, an itty bitty Wartortle. It's a little bit less itty bitty than you think, but you know, it has itty bitty moves. Yes, it is Nicolas Cage at his peak. Actually, hold on. Now that I think about it, Nicolas Cage at his peak was National Treasure. Not only do I think Nicolas Cage was good in National Treasure, I actually think National Treasure was like just a really, really good movie. Like a very solid movie. Like it doesn't matter the fact Nicolas Cage is in it or anything. It's just a good movie. I had it for PSP too. Okay, so we're guaranteed to die in 4 hits. Karate Chop. No, Karate Chop won't even knock it out in 4 hits. I would need essentially 4 crits, but I would go second. I don't see any way of beating the Starmie. What are my held items? Do I really have to use my Soda Pop this early? Did I really not use the... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know if the X special will actually give me enough special to take... Oh, hold on a second. There's no guarantee we'll even use Water Gun every time. But I guess we just gotta have to pray with the Karate Chops. See, it used Tackle, but I didn't get a crit. And then it used Water. Okay. It used Tackle again. Nice. Then it missed a Tackle. Interesting. I don't actually watch a lot of Nicolas Cage, but I heard Nicolas Cage comes out with like 10 movies a year. Like it's not about acting for him. I think I was told that for Nicolas Cage, it's about being in like the most diverse roles. Like, it's not about being in the serious role or the cartoonish role. He just wants all of the roles. Like, he just likes acting for the sake of acting. At least that's what I heard. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have a setup move. I was thinking, oh, I could set up a Metapod. And I'm like, set up what? Oh, good. Krabby doesn't have Vice Grip yet. Nice. I think it gets Vice Grip at level 20. Is that a 20 or 18? Well, shockingly, we are still alive and making progress. Gotta say, did not see Machoke making it all the way to Brock's gym really much of a chance. Wait, did I not pick up the item over here? Did I pick up either item over here? Nah, it looks like I did. I already healed. Boy, I mean, I really don't want to do this battle, but I mean, Brock's gonna have level 21 Pokemon. I kind of have to. Am I able to get a second Pokemon? Unfortunately, that is against the rules. As much as we would love a second Pokemon. Okay, well, as we've established, we don't have any good items, so we've just lost. Oh my god. Barrier again. Barrier again. Barrier. Yeah, there we go. All right, Kangaskhan. 5 to 7 damage. Okay, so it's not going to knock us out in one turn, so get ourselves a low kick in. Oh, actually, hold on. The low kick's not going to do enough damage. Hold on. Let's get a healing item in. Let's see. We can take 40 HP. Soda Pop's 50. Okay, actually, let's get one attack in. Should I Leer first? Let's see. It would take 3 low kicks. It would take 1 Leer and 2 low kicks with Leer. So I guess it doesn't matter if I Leer or not. Leer's 100% accurate. Low kick's 90% accurate. So it's technically a higher upside if I use Leer first. Okay, it used Rage. Okay, since it used Rage, I can actually use another Leer. Let's see. Actually, I could just Leer until I get 100% damage, so that way the Kangaskhan doesn't do more damage. All right, so we're at 51 to 67. There we go. Guaranteed one shot. Okay, we got 2 levels from that. We used our last healing item. Okay, fingers crossed. What do you got? Execute Metapod. These are Pokemon I definitely like to see. Okay, execute looks like it gives me possibly a 3-shot. Nice. I can't believe we're about to beat Brock with freaking Machoke. With Machoke, we beat Brock with Machoke. I didn't even look at what item, what the TM has. Oh my God, we're allowed to learn that. Wait a second, isn't Double Team banned? Hold on, I gotta look up the rule set. It appears Double Team is not banned. Only healing items are banned, or healing moves are banned, and Spore. Healing moves and Spore are banned. Double Team is not banned. And Double Team, well, hold on, let's just double check Double Team is a move we're allowed to learn. Yep, TM32, Double Team, yep. Oh my God, I actually get to use Double Team for once. Holy crap. And the first time I use it, I'm gonna immediately die. Gotta say, it has been so long since I used Double Team. I don't even remember how good it is. This guy doesn't sell repels. Soft Boiled is banned because it's a healing move. Oh God, there's a Mr. Mime last, so Double Teams, go! I just loved watching our power just continually go up and up and up for our damage range. And look, we got a level up, so our power just went down again. Okay, so 25 to 30 damage. All right. Sweet. Sweet. You know, I gotta say, without Double Team, I'm pretty sure we would have lost that one. I can't believe Double Team's not banned. The guy who came up with this rule set's crazy. I guess in the other generations, Double Team's actually not even, like, not that powerful, but Double Team is a little too powerful in Gen 1. Low Kick does more damage than Karate Chop? Why? Okay. I mean, I can't see why it wouldn't be able to do Glitchmon. It's probably just the same as any other Pokemon, but just stats and moves that I don't know yet. But if I were to know the stats and moves, I could probably do it. I mean, you're talking to a guy who's beaten Gen 2 with a Shuckle before. I think in Gen 1 with a Ditto, I think I could do anything. 9 to 11 damage. Oh, but the second Pokemon is a Clefairy. Okay, I think we'll be fine. Do I consider doing the next Pokemon? Probably not. Well, we asked for that a long time ago, and you said you were still getting it. Hey, John. All right, so let's see. The Pokemon after this is Sandshrew. I can't believe Machoke is making it this far. Of all Pokemon that I thought would get past Brock, I gotta say, Machoke was not on the list. Alright, let's see what our Magikarp is for the stream. Oh boy, the cutting Kakuna. X speed? Oh, right. Actually, now that I think about it. Oh, no, that was the other ROM that we had the Super Repel, not this one. Oh my god, we're just getting all the X moves. I don't use any of the X moves. I don't want the X moves. Okay, these encounters are starting to get quite annoying. Ooh, PP up. Interesting. If whatever TM we get off of Misty is really good, that could really be helpful. Oh, let's see. Do we get any good moves? Low kick at 20, which we obviously have. Leer at 25, which I already have. Focus energy, which is actually a bad move altogether. Seismic toss and submission. No! We are completely and utterly reliant on karate chop and low kick for the rest of the game? Are you serious? Oh, that's gonna suck. Oh boy, another Master Ball, huh? 2 Master Balls. We already got ourselves the amazing cutting Kakuna. Hello, Magikarp. I never get over how big the Ammonite sprite is compared to everything else. Okay, let's see. Oh, I hate how Seadra has smoke screen. I already know that Hitmonlee has meditate and double kick. That's not going to do a lot of damage. But if Seadra even lands 1 smoke screen, I mean, that's really going to be unfortunate. You know, 1 double team should be safe. You still hit the smoke screen. How dare you? Okay. Major attack higher. That's fine with me. Okay, still 1 more battle to go. Don't worry, we got ourselves a Leaf Stone and a Thunderstone. Yeah, I know, Jonathan, but I mean, the thing is, double team doesn't even work like with the badge boost for karate chop. It only works with the badge boost for low kick. I mean, technically it works with the badge boost for karate chop if I don't get a crit, which is really, really ironic. All right, we got ourselves all the way to +6. Let's go ahead and regular potion. Oh, we used all of those yeah, we used all of those at the gym. So let's see. That one. Okay, I was about to say that one shot's low kick one shots. I got a crit, so the damage is actually lower. I got another crit, so the damage was actually lower. So despite all of our badge boosts with the double team, didn't matter. Oh, actually, you know what? We probably leveled up, so actually it probably didn't matter altogether. That would explain why the damage ranges were so low, despite not being resisted. Oh boy, we got 2 Thunderstones. Look at us. Well, Jonathan, we're only allowed to use the TMs that are given to us by gym leaders. We are not allowed to pick up TMs, according to the Kaizo rules. So really, we only have 7 more TMs left in the whole game. Razor Leaf does 28 to 34 times 2. Double team, please. Oh, I gotta use another double team. I mean, the Fearo's is gonna have possibly Drill Peck. Okay. Oh god, it just keeps using Razor Leaf. Please use like Wrap, where your accuracy is even lower. Okay, Poison Powder, I'm good with that. All right, Peck does 20 to 24, so we'll live off of a Peck. Nice. Oh no. Oh no. And we got growled on top of it. Ooh. Well, 2 Pokemon. Very, very good against Kakuna. Not much I could have done better there other than use more double teams, but that probably... I mean, how much lower could their accuracy really go? Down to like 25 rather than 50, you know? Well, low kick is technically resisted by the flying type, but I understand your sentiment. Well, I shouldn't say resisted, it's neutral. But the Karate Chop, it doesn't show the automatic crit power. So, like, for instance, if you're looking at the overlay right now, it looks like, why are you using Karate Chop? Karate Chop does 13 to 16, where low kick does 20 to 24. The reason why is Karate Chop will ignore stat differences. So you remember that growl I got hit by with the Fearo? If I get the crit, which, by the way, is only like probably, I don't know, 60-70% chance I get a crit, because of the low speed of Machoke, I will ignore the growl. Completely ignore the growl, and obviously I'll get the crit damage too. So there was no other move we should have been using other than Karate Chop the moment we got hit by the growl. And really, even before the growl, the low kick was still probably our best bet. Let's see, we're at an hour and a half. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm gonna make these officially like two-hour streams, but the stream will end when a run ends. We will never finish the stream in the middle of a run, ever. That just, what, I don't want to blue balls anybody, you know. Okay, so that run made it past Brock, so we will delete the ROM and start the next ROM. Unload mapper, reload mapper, refresh overlay. All right. All right, I never need to actually do that. That's part of the overlay now. Hey, Angel, welcome to the stream. I imagine Angel is checking in because he wants to know when we're going to be playing 7 Days to Die. At the very minimum, a half hour. At the very maximum, an hour and 30 minutes. But let's be honest, it's going to be a lot closer to the minimum. Great. You know, Magnemite, I've played Magnemite. I think I'm pretty confident when I use this nickname. Magnemite versus Magneton. Yeah, I think that's not gonna be comparable. Okay. Let's go ahead and start the next one. God, I hate getting phone calls. That's all right. Angel, we are expecting for this to be extremely hard. We have already beaten the challenge with the limited, like the easy movesets, or not movesets, easy rules. We are now on the official hard challenge where we're not allowed to overlevel. So, you know, we actually have to just straight up be smarter than everyone, and that's a lot easier said than done. You know, if Rattata is regular rat, you are big rat. Haha, Magnemite doesn't actually have Thunderwave. Ugh. Actually, hold on a second. You still only give me the map, right? Oh, right. We have to deliver the card first. I'm fairly confident she's not randomized. Luckily, I was faster than it Hitmonchan. I was actually slightly worried there for a moment. Yep, you give us the town map. Okay. Well, Angel, I'm fairly confident I could win too, but winning on try number 33, I'd probably say is quite unlikely. Winning on try number 233, a little bit more likely. We made it pretty far with Hypno earlier today. Stun Spore. I only do 5 to 6 damage with Quick Attack. I went from 5 to 6 to 6 to 8. That's nothing. Okay, 8 to 10, a lot better. Angel's in vertical chat for some reason. Okay, well, Big Rat died. You know, Big Rat does not exactly have the best move set. Big Rat's a whole heck of a lot better once you give Big Rat Dig or Hyper Fang. But until you get Dig or Hyper Fang, Big Rat's actually not that great. But if you can get you know, Dig, Hyper Fang, Thunderbolt, Blizzard, you know, if you can get Big Rat some coverage, Big Rat can get pretty good. But unfortunately, with only 8 TMs available to me the whole entire game, I'm going to go ahead and say Big Rat probably didn't stand much of a chance. What a useless item. Never use it. All right, let's see how Magneton does against Big Rat. Should be easy. Easy peasy. God, I don't have any idea of a nickname for Magneton. I was gonna say Magnets, but that's just dumb. I'd rather name it Pokemon before I'd name it Magnets. Sure, why not? Angel, you are on the vertical stream, which I mean, should be self-explanatory. It looks like a phone screen. Pretty vertical. No! I couldn't have done any better. The rat was faster than me. All right. Well, there goes ROM number 5. On to ROM number 6. All right, refresh. Oh, crap. Okay, hold on. It has not been keeping track of how many Pokemon have died this stream. Okay, so we made it past Brock twice. This is we've already finished 5 ROMs. Let's assume we made it past Brock on our... Machuk was the Machuk was the 3rd Pokemon on that one ROM. So actually, only one ROM made it past 3 Pokemon. Or sorry, all of them made it to 3 Pokemon except for one ROM, which we started with the Hypno. So of the 5 ROMs, it's 15 resets. Subtract 2 because one of them was a first try, so it's 13 resets. We started the stream at 30 resets, so we're at 43 resets. Darn it, MVF just mathed me better. Just outmathed me. Despite that much. At least we came up to the same number. I guess that's the important part. Yeah, well, Angel, the reason why for that is because we're streaming twice right now. I currently, as you could probably tell, I've got 2 streams open. Oh my god. Maybe our Pokemon's actually not dead. I named it dead because, I mean, there's not much Jinx can do until level like 33. You would think, oh, Jinx gets better at level 20 because it gets Lick, I think. It lets you beat Brock, but it certainly doesn't let you beat anything else. $18 we get Lick. Oh, it was really close. It's 31, not 33. Okay. That's fine. There's literally 0 chance that Jinx makes it past Brock. Just 0. I would pretty much have to make sure that every single Pokemon I hit with Lovely Kiss stays asleep for the entire 6 turns, and I managed to knock every single thing out with Pound until all the way to level 33, which is it's just not happening. Also, you know, it's ironic that the sprite on the left side is actually the purple Jinx, because this is Gen 1, where we have black Jinx. I don't know if they changed it in Gen 2 or if they changed it in Gen 3. But there was the whole Jinx looks like a African-American mother. So they made her pink, or sorry, purple instead of black. For anybody who didn't know that. Hey, Andrew. Okay. Ironic that even if we were to manage to get a high enough level to get Lick, we still wouldn't even be able to damage Drowsy. Not that it matters. Okay, I took a risk there by not putting it to sleep. Worked out. Well, Andrew, or Angel, I wig out every stream. I wigged out earlier when Hypno lost. The very beginning. Well, I guess it wasn't the beginning. It was like an hour in, but it was the beginning of the stream itself as far as the run was concerned. These Pokemon are all manageable to beat with Pound, actually. If I have enough lovely kisses. The one nice redeeming factor about Jinx is that she's super fast, so I can put Pokemon to sleep really easy. Just noticed on J Rose's video, he'd play Gen 1 and Jinx would have the Gen 2 sprite. Yeah, well, J Rose is a lot bigger. He probably has to be a lot more PC than everybody. Or he would need to offend less people. And some people would consider the Gen 1 sprite relatively offensive. I don't get it. I don't even really see the comparison at all. I don't know many African American mothers with yellow hair. Seems not super comparable. But, you know, I don't understand all of the controversies. The whole epilepsy episode, that episode was literally on every single day when I was a kid. Like, I want to say the epilepsy episode was probably one of the most played episodes like ever. Like, it was so overplayed. Yeah, I didn't see it. Oh, hold on, we gotta beat the rival. Yeah, we're actually getting kind of close to level 18. I mean, to be fair, the epilepsy episode's episode 7, so it's super early on in the TV show, so it would make sense why it would be one of the most played episodes. I think it's probably one of the first episodes after both Brock and Misty are on the team. Oh, look, a psychic type with an actual psychic move. Didn't think it was translated into English? I mean, the epilepsy episode was the one with Tentacruel attacking, I don't know what city he was attacking, actually. I was trying to think like a water city, but I mean, really, how many water cities are there in Kanto? It was just attacking some city that was a port city. And like the thing is, the Tentacruel, all of like the little things on its head would just be flash. It's just it was like flashing like the whole episode. What? The Porygon. There's a different episode that was the epilepsy episode? And I'm telling you, there was a lot of flashing in that Tentacruel episode. Okay, well, right idea, wrong controversy. I actually don't remember the Porygon episode. Maybe you're right. Maybe it wasn't dubbed into English, or I just didn't get to see it. Because I rewatched the show, but I rewatched on like Hulu like 5 or 6 years ago, like the first several seasons. I don't think it was on there. I don't remember any episode of Porygon in it. The music for this is ironically, it's actually the music to this game, but like 20 years later. Like this very same game, but 2 remakes later. All right, now the question is 35 pounds enough to consider battling the Light Years Junior trainer? Like, actually, I should say 35 pounds. Is 10 lovely kisses enough to defeat both the Light Years Junior trainer and Brock? That's essentially 2.25 lovely kisses per Pokemon. Which sounds like a lot, but you got to remember, what if one of those Pokemon is like a Geodude or a Rhydon? I'm going to go ahead and because this is a Jinx run and we are pretty much like the only way Jinx can make it through this whole run is if Jinx gets a special move. So if we don't get a special move off of defeating Brock, we're not going to make it very far anyways. We could replace the Light Years Junior training with another trainer. Oh, wow. Brock is easy. All right, what do you got? Slash? That would normally be such a good move. Oh, crap. I forgot it's a rule. I forgot it's a rule you have to defeat all the trainers. That's all right. We'll go ahead and, we'll go ahead and continue anyways. I don't think we're going to make it very far anyways. Especially now that we know we're getting Slash. Oh my god, Brock's got all the full heals. We couldn't possibly put all the Pokemon to sleep even if we wanted to. Slash is literally like the worst move you could possibly use against me. Lovely Kiss puts a Pokemon to sleep. It's got like really high accuracy. Well, regardless, I'm pretty sure we would have lost. So at this point, we've already cheated. So we're just playing to play at this point. Now I think about it, though, we're gonna go ahead and PP up Lovely Kiss. That probably should have been done from the very beginning. How dare you wake up immediately? Stop waking up! Oh god, the next Pokemon's a... Oh my god, dude, look at this team. There's no way I can beat this team. This Kingler did 50 to 59 damage. The next Pokemon was Golem, which, I mean, yeah, Golem's only got Tackle and Defense Curl, but I mean, think about how many pounds it would have taken to defeat Golem. Oh, I mean, Kingler for that matter. I mean, look, Kingler was already 5 to 7 damage per pound. We were not going to beat this guy. This guy was harder than Brock. That's all right. We cheated anyways, so, you know, all good. We made it past Brock, so actually that means we are going to be deleting this ROM. Next ROM, let's see, we're at 44 resets. Calling that out loud. All right, mapper, overlay, 44. There we go. I like how I pretty much always pick the middle ball now. It takes a lot of pressure off of... Oh my god, another PP up. Yes. Wait a second. Is this the same ROM? Hold on, we'll know in a second. No, it's a different ROM. Interesting. Just really lucky. I mean, to be fair, like, Golem's not going to get very far, unfortunately. Golem is such a great Pokemon, but unfortunately, its level up moveset not great. You know, I got just the name for you. Bolin. Ball. There we go. Bolin Ball. Oh my god, it's actually going to win the first battle. Holy crap. I need to see what level I learn my next move at. I know the next move is Rock Throw, but I don't know what level that is. And it is 16. Ooh, that's we're not gonna make it 16. That's pretty far. Can't even use defense curl to badge boost our attack until we defeat Brock anyways. Ironic, all of those oh, actually no, it's not really ironic. Just any Pokemon with any special move whatsoever will absolutely destroy us. Doesn't matter what the special move could be. Oh, right. I keep forgetting we don't need to buy the Pokeballs anymore. Useless. Useless. Couldn't even run away. Oh my god. Holy crap. We might actually win. I already know Tentacruel starts with Poison, Sting, and Wrap. Which, I mean, I guess we could still easily lose if it just uses Wrap over and over again. Well, but if I Defense Curl 6 times, then Poison Sting, in theory, could do 0 damage. Although it does have Screech. No, it doesn't have Screech yet. Oh boy, those are all bad moves again for me. That was 4 damage. Okay. If it keeps missing, that works. I'll just keep holding A down, and it keeps missing over and over again. I'm loving this. I can't believe it, how inaccurate this Tentacruel is. Oh my god, our bowling ball has made it another trainer down. Who would have thought? Somehow, some way, it took a Magikarp for us to beat that Tentacruel. But, you know, we're only 4 levels away from that magical level 14. Oh god, it's 16. Never mind. We're 6 levels away from the magical level 16 where we get an actual damaging move. The most inaccurate magical Oh, we're doomed. We're doomed. The second Pokemon is the Lapras, which only has Water Gun. We're doomed. Super doomed. I'm just going to go ahead and just keep clicking A. Yeah, there's literally 0 chance you can beat a Lapras. Literally 0. Like -10. Shit, I'm using half my PP on Geodude. More than half. It's fine, John. I don't really. I'm not that super. I don't care that much. I think it's funny seeing a good Pokemon die like that. All right, let's see. Agreed. Pokemon 4 times weaknesses probably have no shot. Okay. You know, you're dead. You're not beating Golem. I finally got Golem down to 2 damage. It only took 99% of my health. On the bright side, wait a second. Wasn't the Pokemon that Golem beat Metapod? So that means I'm about to use a Metapod? Yep. Yep. Only 25 more Ardens. No, we were so close. All right, let's see. Next ROM. ROM 8. All right. Looks like this is going to be the last one. We're at hour and 59. We'll play out the whole ROM, just in case. All three. Ivysaur, okay, you know. Probably the most forgotten of the evolution line. If you think about it, Ash kept Bulbasaur for basically the entire run. Oh, Leech Seed is actually banned. So, Ash kept Bulbasaur the whole run, and Ash faced a whole bunch of people that had Venusaurs. So, Ivysaur is pretty much the most forgotten of the evolution line. And Magmar. Actually, Magmar might do okay. Well, who am I kidding? Magmar's not going to do great. I mean, it'll beat Ivysaur, but, the moment I see a rock ground type or a water type, we're doomed. If you look at the overlay, we don't get another attacking move until 43. Gotcha, John. Gotcha. Ironically, if it was a Bulbasaur, it wouldn't have Leech Seed. But yeah, since it was an Ivysaur, it did. That's I'm sure this very first trainer will absolutely curb stomp our Magmar. Not like we have a lot of move choices available to us. Oh boy, Thunderstone. Yay. Yep, that's what a fire Pokemon's really worried about. Ice. Okay, well there's a Golem on the team. I'm gonna go ahead and say we're doomed. Not even from the Golem, we're doomed from the Ninetales. All right. All right, one more Pokemon left on the ROM. It is Butterfree. Yep. What's the Butterfree episode called on the show? Is it like I Choose You or... Oh, well. Oh god, I just realized Butterfree is going against Magmar. Yeah, you're not gonna make it too far unless you get pretty lucky. Ooh, okay. Well, I guess that's as good place as any to call it. We are currently at 50 resets. The ROM pretty much today's stream played out the opposite of the previous stream. Where the previous team, we had a bunch of crappy ROMs, and then we got a few good ones at the end. This one, we had a few good ones at the beginning, and then we got a whole bunch of crappy ones at the end. Regardless, we got through 20 Pokemon, and we made it past Brock on, I think, 3 of them. So, that's not that bad. It's not the greatest, but, it's not that bad either. I think our Hypno, it lost in... it lost in Rock Tunnel, I believe, against an Executor. That was our furthest attempt. But I will see you guys again on Thursday. Speed has picked the next ROM for Saturday, the one without Ike, and we are going to be playing Exadrill. I think that's how it's like Excalibur, but with a drill. Regardless, it's a Pokemon I've never heard of, never seen. I don't even know what the heck this Pokemon is, but you know what? it sounds like Horn Drill. So I hope it learns Horn Drill. So, you know, things to look forward to. But we will see you guys again on Thursday. We're gonna be playing some more Stadium 2. Hopefully we can manage to beat the league, or at least hopefully we can manage to get to Agatha. But we will certainly see. Have a nice night, guys.